Okay, this review is dimensional analysis. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. Okay, how many pints are in 125 milliliters? Now, I gave you the conversion factors. Some of these you're going to have to use that dimensional analysis chart that's on the Canvas course. Okay, you'll want to use that on the test. I don't know if I gave all of the conversion factors. So if you see a problem without a conversion factor, that's what you have to use to find the conversion factor. Okay, but this one I happen to give it to you. So it's pretty easy. This is a single picket fence. So we're going to start out with 125 mils here. Okay. Now at the bottom, we're going to put milliliters. And at the top, we're going to put pints. So now look at our conversion factor. We've got 473 milliliters. So that's going to go down at the bottom. And then the 1 pint is going to go at the top. So when we do that conversion, so it's basically 125 divided by 473, which is 0.264 pints. Okay, and that's the answer to that one. Okay, how many days are in 1,975,325 seconds? Round to the nearest day. Now you'll notice there's no conversion factors. That chart's also not going to have conversion factors. There are two that you kind of have to know, although actually I think one of them is on the chart. First off, you've got 1 day equals 24 hours. Now that's something we all should know. And then I have on that sheet, as well as I think some practice problems, there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So this is going to be a double conversion. You can do this two ways. You can do it as a double picket fence all at once, or you can do it in 2 steps. I'm going to show the 2-step method here. But if you have any questions about doing a double picket fence, you can just get on the Google Meet with me. Or if you're Mr. Mefford's class or one of the other teachers' classes, you can go ahead and meet with them. They should be able to show you the full conversion all in 1 step. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 5 seconds. Now, which one of these am I going to use? Well, I'm using the one that's got seconds and hours. So I'm going to put seconds down here and hours up here. So 3,600 here and 1 hour here. Boom, boom. And I get 548.7 hours. And I don't need to write out all the numbers. We're rounding to the nearest day anyway, so it won't matter. Now, I'm going to take that 548.7 hours and I'm going to convert that. And this time I'm going to use this conversion factor. So I'm going to put the 24 hours on bottom and the 1 day on top. Hours cancel and I get 23 days. Now, I guess I will show it to you. If you want to do just the single picket fence, well, it would help if I wouldn't mark on the thing. Well, we'll just leave that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you. So if you want to do just the 1 picket fence, it's 1, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 5 seconds. And guys, don't forget, you have to put the units in the picket fence. Otherwise, like on the test, you're going to have to upload your work for the dimensional analysis, and you're not going to get any credit whatsoever for that problem. I'm going to count it wrong if you don't show the work. It's just going to be wrong. So you need to show your work. So you'll have to show how you actually got the answer. So 3,600 seconds. So it's here and here, and 1 hour is in here. And then 24 hours at the bottom, and 1 day here. And then when you do this, it's going to be 1975325. 1975325, and divided by whatever 3,600 times 24 is, which is 8,600. And when you do that, it's also 23 days. 22 point something, but it says round to the nearest day. So approximately 23 days. Okay, Okay, how many gallons are in 8.75 liters? Once again, I gave you the conversion factor, and because there's only one conversion factor, it's a single picket fence. So you're going to put 8.75 liters at the top. Now, you're going to put liters at the bottom and gallons at the top, because your liters, you want your liters to cancel. So 3.785 here and 1 here. When you do that math, it's 8.75 divided by 3.785, which is 2.31 gallons. There you go. Okay, how many feet are in 28.9 meters? Notice there's no conversion factor, which means I have to use the sheet to look it up. And lo and behold, there's a conversion factor. 3.28 feet equals 1 meter. Yay, I can use that one. So I'm going to start out with 28.9 meters. Now, I have meters and feet. In my conversion factor, meter is on bottom with the 1, and 3.28 feet are on top. Meters cancel, so it's 94.8 feet. Okay, now on this question, how many kilometers are in 191 miles? If you look on the sheet, there is a single conversion factor. For the review, I put in 2 conversion factors just to get you in the habit of, well, just to get you practice doing 2 conversion factors rather than just 1. When we get into later units, you're going to have to be able to do the double. So you can do this in 2 steps or in 1. I'm going to show you the 1 step first, the single picket fence first, and then I'll show you the 2-step process. So I got my 2 conversion factors. I'm going to start with 191 miles. Now I'm going to find the one that has miles in it, and that is this one. So when I write my picket fence, I'm going to put the 1 mile on bottom and the 5280 feet on top. Okay, so my miles are going to cancel. And then my next conversion factor is this one. So I'm going to put that in next. Now, if you notice, miles are crossed out, but feet aren't. So I need to get rid of the feet. So I'm going to do 3280 feet on bottom with 1 kilometer on top. And that way my feet cancel. Now, this is going to be, when I multiply this together, it's 191 times 5280, which is 1008480 divided by 3280. And by the way, you can actually skip this step. You do not have to write down, oops, come on. You do not have to write down that if you don't want to. But I'm just showing you what it is so you understand where it came from. So 307 kilometers is your answer. Now let's do it the 2-step process. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. Okay. So we're starting out with 191 feet or 191 miles. And I'm just going to do 1 mile is 5280 feet. I'm going to get an answer for that. And that is the 1008480 feet. Oops. I can't write today. Now I'm going to put that in another picket fence. I'm going to put the 3280 feet on bottom, so my feet cancel, and my 1 kilometer on top. And when I do that, I get 307 kilometers. So you can do it whichever way you want. 1 step or 2 step, it really doesn't matter. On the test, if this were a question on the test, there is a single conversion factor, and you're more than welcome to use it. As I said, the only reason I have the 2 here is to get you used to doing doubles. Okay, getting you to do the conversion where there's 2 conversions required. If you have any questions, just get on the Google Meet. Otherwise, that's the end of this review.